Right here back at you one more again, ladies and gentlemen, with a very good friend of the show. I don't have him for too much time, but I definitely want to pick his brain on what's going on next. I didn't even know he had surgery. He mentioned when I was lining him up that he had surgery Tuesday. Saw a little clip of him online. Looked like he was floating on a cloud or two there. How are you feeling, my man, and how did surgery go?
Oh, man, feeling
great.
great.
Wonderboy Thompson, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson joining us.
Feeling good, man. Surgery went well. Ended up tearing my MCL and meniscus tear, so I was in and out real quick. And that video, I was definitely flying high, man, on some meds. But feeling good now, man. And of course, I was back in physical therapy yesterday, and they gave me 4 to 6 weeks. But I think with the physical therapy that I'm doing, I'll be back sooner.
Is this the same leg we've had issues with?
No, it's actually my good leg. In the fifth round, yeah, in the fifth round, if you go back and watch, I get smoked in the head and then in the back of the head, and I'll drop straight down. My right knee kind of goes off at a weird angle. And I didn't feel it until about 2 or 3 hours after the fight, after the adrenaline went down. I knew something was wrong with my knee. So we had the MRI done and saw some things kind of messed up in the knee and got it fixed real quick. So that way I'm back out there again.
Cool, man. Yeah, definitely. Glad everything went well. Well, like I said, don't have you too long. So, thoughts on that last fight, brother? Obviously, things did not go your way. It's interesting hearing both of you guys before the fight. It was like, you were going to explode. He was going to explode. Everybody was professing so much damage. But then it's like once you get in there, the game plan didn't go out the window, but it's just you guys just obviously had so much more respect for each other than I think you did before. But tell me about implementing the game plan and how things kind of went awry, for a lack of a better term.
Well, I think because we were both talking about going out there and just, exploding, like you said. And so as soon as we stepped out there, we were waiting for each other to do just that so we could counter each other. I believe that's what we were both thinking. Also, going out of this last fight, I kept my right side forward pretty much the whole time. I think that kind of threw him off just a little bit. The first fight, I kept my left side forward pretty much the whole time. But, man, he ended up getting me down in the third round, and he got getting back up to my feet. And then he ended up blitzing me in the fifth. And then I got a couple shots. He got a couple shots in, which kind of dropped me and got back up. And I think that was kind of the deciding factor of the fight. I felt like I won 3 of the 2 rounds, but you know what? It is what it is, man. And I'm really focused on to see who's next and get back up to that title shot again. And then that thing is definitely still on my mind, man. I'm still itching the bits to get out there and fight for it again. So you guys haven't seen the last. You've seen Wonderboy Thompson.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, brother. And that was kind of the general consensus, man. Outside of what happened in the 5th round, you pretty much had it. And that's, all the BS about the booze, et cetera. Like, look, man, that's not your Cabeza in there, man. That's Tyron Woodley. That's Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Like, these guys hurt people. So, what are your thoughts on that? On obviously you're conscious of it, conscious of the booze, trying to create a good fight. But at the end of the day, like I said, you gotta, you got to fight for yourself, your own safety and et cetera. That's what.
And that's it. That's just it. Of course, we're in the entertainment industry, and I know we want to go out there and put on a performance, but you also got to think about the guy that's standing in front of me right now. He's got the power to end dudes' careers and do a lot of damage. So you don't want to go in there, being stupid. The guys that have done that, he's put away. He's knocked them out. So you do have to go out there
and vice versa.
Exactly.
And vice versa. That's what he says. Like, man, if you try to fight Steven, it's Steven's fight, like, you were going to get smoked. He had to bring in Sage Northcutt, Ray Daniels, and, just the same with you. Just as you can't make up 20 years of wrestling, he can't make up that kind of style. He can train for it a little bit, but, that's what I thought was cool, man. You guys were both very, very conscious of each other's style, each other's power, and what each other could do, man. And you'll definitely be back in the mix, dude. We'll see.
I know, man. Of course, 2 days after surgery, I'm in here hitting the bag this morning and trying to break a sweat, just keep the cardio up. That way, when I am healed up, I'm still in somewhat of shape. That way, I don't have to get back in shape for a camp. I'm already there. So, yeah, man. So I'm thinking of the future, and hopefully we'll get something here pretty soon. And hopefully someone in the top 5, maybe, either Robbie Lawler, which a lot of people are talking about. I know Gunnar Nelson called, or his coach pretty much called me out not too long ago, and I think he's ranked number 9, but I'm thinking, Carlos Condit and Robbie Lawler right now, and maybe in the future we'll end up probably facing off against Gunnar Nelson. But as of right now, I'm looking at those two guys.
You looking at Robbie, Lex? Robbie or Damian? No, yeah. That's all right. So you're thinking Robbie or Condit?
That's the plan. These guys are top guys. I'm ranked number 1 right now still. And, I figure those guys are they're monsters. They've been at the top of the game for a long time. One of them was, Robbie Lawler was, champion and defended the title several times. And it's been a while since he's fought. But, I want to fight somebody in the top 5. I know Damian's got a fight against Masvidal coming up. But, man, those are the guys I think would be a good fight.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of is, like, looking at the ranking, that is kind of with Jorge and, Damian tied up. That's kind of the logical progression. I was talking to my big brother the other day, and he thought when Robbie comes back, he thought Dana would straight up give him a championship fight. I told him I don't see that happening. I mean, Robbie's not falling to the bottom of the ranks, but straight back to the belt. What are your thoughts on if he were to come back and get a title shot? Would you be okay with that?
Nah, man. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And if that's happening, then shoot, why not? I wait to fight for the title again, get another shot at it. I mean, come on, yeah, this guy's he's got to work his way back up just like everybody else. It just doesn't make sense at this moment. And I think what better guy than the number 1 guy right now if he's going to work his way back up than to fight me? I think that would be awesome. Or either Condit, if that. I mean, I think we would all put on a good show. The striking styles, and it would just be really exciting, I believe. And you don't have to worry about anybody trying to take each other down. It would be. I think it would be fun, man.
Yeah, you and Robbie, man. Like I've always been a huge fan of Robbie. Just not even just coming from the militant fighting system, but the dude is like, he is such a monster. You know what I mean? Him walking down, who was that? Hendricks at the end of that last fight, when just like, give me more. I was like, holy God. And just been in war, so I would just love, like I said, striking style wise, that would be very cool to see you guys get down, man. That would be a banger. For sure.
Oh, definitely, man. I mean, he was that fight with Rory McDonald and that. I mean, where they stood off kind of like, I think it was after the first or second round, and he's spitting out blood and just staring at each other. I was like, dude, that's so dope. But I think that was a good fight, man.
That's some straight up Kumite blood sport business right there. Yeah, Robbie can put on a show without a doubt, man. Well, cool, brother, man. Thank you so much for taking the time. Hope the dogs are all right. Hope the knee winds up. Of course, it's going to be fantastic. I'll be anxious to see you, and it's pretty much set. I could definitely see you and Robbie getting down. Looking forward to it, bro. Peace and much love, man, and continued blessings, brother.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate it, and hopefully next time we'll get a longer talk in. But I appreciate it, man. My pleasure.
No worries, man. No worries. I know you're a busy guy. All right, man. Thank you, Steven Wonderboy Thompson. Peace, ladies and gentlemen. There will be more.